So this video will maybe be the most important of this YouTube channel.
Oh wow.
There is something that, you know what?
That's setting the bar.
Yeah,
Man.
that's like very important.
Subscribe right now. We don't have to say another word. You just sold the hell out.
So,
Okay.
this is a situation that I'm seeing every day.
Oh yeah.
Almost every day.
Yeah.
Every time I meet this guy, it is amazing. Like we have a connection like I have never had this connection with nobody else before.
Yeah.
And after that, he just disappeared. He will not give me news. He will not call me, will not text me. So it's kind of like we have someone with double personality.
Well, I think they call it these days love bombing.
Love bombing. Okay. So tell us a little bit, what do you think of this situation?
It does happen a lot.
Yeah?
It does happen a lot. It's very unfortunate. It happened with a lot of my clients who tell me about this because, again, it's not that they are like convincing themselves this connection was there. There was something there, but the guy's basically love bombing you with attention, with vulnerability, with attraction, with affection, with basically excitement in the very beginning, and then disappears, which is like the bomb, unfortunately. The love in the beginning, then the bomb. What happened? Where'd he go? Because he's not ready for a relationship. When you overcompensate and you work too hard and you force to be too much in the very beginning, I get it. It's exciting. I love the fact that you found someone who you really get along with that well. He's great. He's different. I've heard it all. But there's a healthy way to get there and let that kind of, preserve itself throughout time, a realistic amount of time compared to so much immediately, and then he does disappear.
And so the first thing first, ladies, you should not want a 50-50 relationship. We don't want to be in a relationship where we are very happy for one day, and then we suffer for a week, and then we are happy for one day, and then we suffer for a week. That would not be something sustainable.
No.
So what we want to tell you, first of all, is you need to make sure that you want something better, something bigger, something with more excitement, and that will be steady and constant, not this up and down and very down, because that is when you suffer.
Yeah.
I want to rebound on something that you just mentioned, Coach Andres. You said there is a healthy way to get there. There's a healthy way to build a relationship with someone. When we meet, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You can feel the connection,
Yeah.
sometimes also intimate connection, but then after that, he would just disappear. How can we deal in a healthy way with this case?
Being present, not illusion or not having an illusion or a delusion of how the future is going to be. I see so much in the beginning stages where you find someone who you get along with greatly, and then you obsess about those simple things of what you like about that person, and you magnify that and basically fill in the gaps of someone you don't know that well of only the great qualities. We obsess about that, we project that, and eventually you want to take your time to be patient and present to really see things develop on the way it is. Because if it is such a strong spark, if it is an amazing connection, which sounds awesome, you know what I always tell my clients? Crazy in Love is so commonly marketed, and it sounds awesome. The high, the low, the Notebook, I've seen it all. Ryan Gosling, Rachel McAdams, great performance. But you know what's more attractive and more healthier than that? Peace in love. You want someone in peace and love where you know where you're at, you have stability, you have security, you have support, you have trust. And those things take time. Whereas the crazy in love is a lot of infatuation most of the time.
I love what you mentioned because, the infatuation and the being crazy in love brings a lot of emotions. The problem is that when we have a lot of emotions and the day after we have zero emotions,
Oh, Lord.
that hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts. And if you stay in this situation, you will lose your self-confidence and you will lose yourself and you will tell yourself that you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
So the first thing first, when someone is coming back and then leaves and come back and then leaves and come back, it's to change your behavior the moment he comes back.
Yeah.
See, every time you meet, you tell me that it's amazing, and then he will disappear. In my opinion, it's because he got what he wants.
Yeah.
He got maybe your attention, he got maybe your body, he got maybe what he needed. So if you change your behavior when he comes back, we can make him fight a little bit more and not just leave already after. So you need to ask yourself, what am I doing now and what can I do differently? But this is a very important exercise, ladies. It's not just something I'm asking for fun. So tell us in the comment section, what do you do now and what you should do differently? If you can pinpoint exactly your behavior, you will learn how to change by yourself. You don't even need a coaching session. You will learn exactly what you can try. But it is very important to do it. So first of all, what are you doing when he comes back to make him think that he can live for a week and come back like he wants? Because usually it's a pattern.
I mean, I'd like to add on what you're saying about, not changing who you are, with in the sense of like changing your soul, changing your spirit, changing your identity, but being selective and realizing, learning from the past experiences. When he comes in back, I usually overdo it. I overly excite myself. I basically text too much. I share too many words of endearment. I'm a little too flirtatious. I'm not saying change that in the sense of not being you, but be selective and really understand the situation for what it is and say, you know what, I can still be warm and respectful, but maybe I need to take it easy with the level of my affection or the way I text something. I have a client who is in the exact situation. As soon as this guy shows up, she's throwing heart emojis, kiss emojis, XOs, all these things. I'm like, whoa, this guy is not showing you boyfriend material, and he knows he can affect you that way. You need to watch yourself in that sense so you don't set yourself up to get hurt.
And another also situation, just to rebound because it pops up in my mind, ladies, if he wants to see you and you're seeing him at your place or his place all the time,
no,
that's not good.
No.
We want to be outside, we want to experience something, we want to create memories.
Yes.
Because I've seen this situation, Alex, I always goes to his place or he always comes to my place, and it's difficult to change a pattern, right?
Yeah.
So we want to stop that. That is very, very, very important.
And those guys are very smooth at that, because I've heard so many stories where like, yeah, come over, I'll cook you dinner. And he's like, oh, wow, that sounds great. You're going to cook me dinner? Well, he's so romantic, coach.
Yeah,
oh,
exactly.
my goodness, such an amazing cook. Yeah, you know what? And it was the most convenient thing he did, because he was cooking that with or without you. And it's like, again, it's romantic if he's your boyfriend and you guys are on the same page. But again, when you're saying doing outside things and adventurous things, it's not necessarily about the money, but it's effort, about being creative. Because if he's showing that effort in the beginning stages of getting to know you somewhere, like through a nice walk at a park or a nice coffee shop or maybe going to a nice show, that's really showing that he really not only wants to get to know you, he wants to experience things with you. So if he plays on the right music and has a nice charcuterie board and a wine bottle at his house and conveniently, romantically seduces you, you're kind of making it too easy for him.
Yeah, and from his place or your place to the bedroom, it's very 2 steps, right? So
Literally.
when you're outside, yeah, that's literally, right? But when you're outside, he will have to wait.
Yes.
He will have to wait.
Yeah.
So it's not a game. It's just a matter of like reestablish the attraction.
Yeah.
When we date someone, the first date is never at someone's place. It's outside. We get to know each other,
Yeah.
and that's good enough.
Yeah.
So one other tool and tip that's very funny, but I want you to do that. When you meet him, I want you to have something to do after. So let's say that you meet him at 7 p.m. At 9, you need to go to the opera, you need to go to the basketball game, you need to do whatever you want. But just try to keep it short, because that's how we maintain the attraction, the excitement, and we don't restart on the same thing in the same direction.
Ladies, if you have the options of opera or a basketball game, call me. That sounds awesome. Like if whoever has that set up after the date, I'm sorry, I have to end. Can we get the check? I have to go to an opera. Who is this girl?
Yeah.
He's going to chase the what out of you.
But still, we will take our time, okay? We want to do that. But yeah, this is something that we want to empower you, ladies, because we have seen so many women suffering from this situation, and we know it's heartbroken. Like, it's something that drives you crazy, and you don't understand, because there is everything, but it will disappear. So you start to blame yourself.
Yeah.
And when you talk about it to your friends, they will try to empower you, but in a sense, they will make you feel mad and sad about the situation. So that's why you need to talk to a relationship coach. That's why you need to talk to us. That's why you need to leave a comment and join this community, right? You need to smash the like button, subscribe. That's what we need to do. Create an amazing community of women like you. So there are some tools that we are sharing. Do you have anything like?
Well, I'd love to add on word in the sense of what we're talking about, us coaching you. What we have to understand is that what you're doing right now, watching this video or listening to this video, is very courageous, because you're doing things differently than most people out there. So you have to understand, give yourself a lot of credit, because you're really trying to change this solution. Now, I always say if you want different results, then you have to have different actions. And relationships take work. So either you continue doing the same level of headache, annoying, insecure, questionable, recycled kind of work that you've done before in the past and not getting the results you want, or we help you through coaching tips, coaching videos, programs to do the work in the beginning, so you set yourself up for the right opportunity. You see and you filter out all those pretenders compared to the contenders. You really set yourself up for more success in that way. And it's not necessarily about like, oh, I need to do this to find love. No, that's called life. You need to work to be successful. You need to work to be healthy. You need to work to find love. So it's the same formula to being in shape or being successful. We want to help you be emotionally successful.
And it's possible. Let's be honest here, it's possible, even with this guy. because we've seen a lot of situations where he was disappearing because he got what he wants. And you try to do good, but with the standards of the society.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would give a lot of attention, you will ask him questions, you will always try to be the best, but you're not challenging him, you're not flirting with him, you're not being confident enough. So you need to change some few actions. And that's why we are here one more time. So when we look at this situation, it's not that bad. Okay, we need to bring some positivity. It is possible, but as you mentioned, we need to train ourselves. Even in love and dating, it's not so easy. And sometimes it's two people, so you can feel something. It will say a lot of things. Last thing I want to tell you is this. Men, and let's say bad men and toxic men, will manipulate you with words. Okay? Oh my God, I missed you. But he didn't giving you news for a week. That's not normal. That's not missing someone. So as you mentioned, they are really smooth. So you need to be careful with that. Okay? But if you do this, you will get results. That is for sure.
All the way. I completely agree.
So thank you so much, Coach Andres.
Thank you for having me.
It was a great topic, ladies. If you need anything, just let us know. If you have a specific situation, let us know also. And don't rush it.
No.
If it is becoming distant, it will come back the moment you gain value, the moment you feel secure and better. Okay? We'll see you very soon. Take care of yourself. Bye, ladies.
Thank you.